Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M53 M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG. It's located on the northwest spawn of Province and is being commanded by Lomian EU. Now, battle countdown is starting. His name on his vehicle is Bombshell on one side, yeah, and on the other as well. And he's got one mark of excellence, so I expect him to do good things. This is the M55, because that's the 8-inch howitzer. The 155mm gun on the M53 extends over the front of the vehicle. And this particular vehicle is an M46 pattern in reverse. You're looking at the engine deck there that the gun's aiming over. And he's in a firing position and now ready to go. Okay, he's looking over at the enemy spawn point just over this side of the map, and he's looking for any clues that the enemy Arty is backing into the trees. If they knock something over, he'll know where they are and he can put a shell into them. There's an LTGB, but that's been taken out straight away. There's an Lurver making his way across the enemy cap, lining up a shot, and round out straight away. Oh, direct hit into the engine deck. 420 hit points. I don't think it actually hit the engine deck. I think it hit the side of the vehicle next to the engine deck. So it probably did do some damage to his engine. I wouldn't be surprised if he's lost his engine, or at least it's been badly damaged. And of course the Lurver is rather slow anyway. It looks like he's crawling along now. I think, yes, he did damage the engine very badly. And that Lurver is having a struggle trying to move now. Right, aiming for that rise, going for the T10. Round out, direct hit on the front of him, but he splashes the SU-101 as well at the same time, so that was a twofer. 2 for 1. 2 bits of damage for 1 shell. That was a Death Star, and that Death Star's being killed by our Death Star. Or Lomian's Death Star, I should say. And there's a whole bunch of enemy tanks congregating in that little corner, but they've just taken out the Progetto. Now, are they going to start moving forward? I think so, but Lomian's not loaded yet. He is now. He's not going to go after that. He's going to go after the Object 430 or the 101. 430, I think. Well, he splashes the 430 for 288, 84 rather. And I think he damaged his rear end. Progetto 65, that's the Tier 10 auto-loader. Auto-reloader, I should say. And there's that Lurver. He's finally managed to make his way up the cliff. He's lost 1,000 hit points of his health in the process. Now, we're almost loaded. There's 2 together there. I wonder if he can hit both of them at the same time. He probably won't get a Bombardier though. It's over the alpha damage of the gun. Round out on both of them. And he damages both of them for virtually almost the same amount. 402 on the Lurver and 374 hit points on the Object 430. That was a really good shell. Huge amount of damage for 1 shell. Now that SU-101, it's got a little purple star next to it. That tells me his rating is a Unicum. I know it's XVM, but we don't do it on basis of targeting on rating. We target on the threat that they are to our team. That's what we always work on. If you're a good player, you don't need to focus on a player because of his XVM. You can focus on a player because he's a danger. I mean, I used to focus on XVM. I don't anymore. Because you can have a tomato player who can have a really good day and he can be a real threat to your team. So you base your aiming purely on which player is the biggest threat to your team. That's that Lurver. You can hit him in the rear. Almost loaded. Now, round out. And he splashes him. It veers to one side. It veers to the left. But he still managed to knock him for all but 39 hit points. And he gets taken out finally by the E100 with a high explosive round up his posterior. Okay, Object 430 down to 115 hit points. Easy one-shot kill. Well, you could splash him actually to death. And if he pulls him around that corner, he's still vulnerable. And I think Lomian's going to go for him. He's loaded. Oh, the Object 430 pulls a long way around the corner. He doesn't want to get hit. He knows what's coming. Fires around it. Oh no, it's too long. Far too long. Now the enemy is getting closer. They're not too close. He has got an E100 between him, and of course the Batchat 25 ton is hovering nearby. Now I don't know why he's doing that, because he should be at the other end causing mayhem. In fact, there's some enemy tanks over the other side of the map. An Object 257 and an Object 705. 257's gone out of sight temporarily, and there's the 705. He can hit the 705 just, but the 705's now gone behind the buildings. There's the 257. Get shot now, round out. Direct hit, 503 hit points, long stun. That's going to help T44, can pop up, put a shot into him. No, he decides not to, he's putting back down again. In fact, he's running. He's worried about the 257's gun. Oh, just drove, no, almost drove into a rock there. He's got behind the rock. Now, can Lomian help him with a shot into the 257? Well, not yet, because he's not loaded yet. He can fire into that gap, though. He elected to go for the next gap, round out. Splash the 257 only for 84. We lost the T44 there. The T10 actually got him in the end. Now, T10's across the other side of the valley. The 705 stopped for a second, but he is getting a request for fire on him. That's that crosshair symbol above the tank. Somebody's asked for fire support on that particular vehicle. So Lomian is obliging, and he's lining up a shot. He just centered his aim there. That's useful to avoid reticule blue. Okay, that Wizzy 132 needs help. Fires around him, 208 hit points. He stunned the 705, makes it easier for the Wizzy 132 to get around the enemy's side and start shooting into the side where he can't put the gun in. The AMX 1390 is coming down to help him, so they should be able to take care of that 705. Yep, they're doing death circles around him now. Look, 2 tanks on 1. He can't get his gun to bear because he's stunned. But Lomian's getting ready for another shot. I think he's going to take out the 257. This is having difficulty. The 257 is killed by the 705. No, not sorry, by the T54 on our side. And they're still having trouble with that 705. They can't get rid of him. In fact, actually, he got rid of the Wizzy 132. Now Lomian's realigned himself. Now there's a Progetto 65 headed this way. We've got a T54 down the dip, and he's got the Batchat 25 ton nearby. So the Batchat may be able to help him out here. He's pulled back a bit further into the bushes. Unfortunately, we've lost the AMX 1390 on the other side of the map. The 705 finally did get him, but he fires around in, and he takes out the Object 705. That's his first kill of the game. But he's going to have to relocate now, because that Progetto is getting closer, and he needs that Batchat to get working. There's the Progetto. So his decision to move behind the rock was a very good decision, primarily because that Progetto's got a 4-shot reloader. Oh, and the Batchat's being torn to shreds by the Progetto and the SU-100-01. And he's loaded, but he's going to hold on to his shell for a shotgun. Oh, we lost the Batchat. Maybe that player wasn't that good after all, and that's why we lost him. Now he's going to go for the Progetto. Can he aim a shot? Well, he's lost sight of the Progetto because it was more than a few seconds after the last sighting by the Batchat 25. So now he's going to go for a shotgun. And seeing as that Progetto is on about 25% of his health, oh, he shotguns the 101 instead. And he was seen, so he will have to move now because the Progetto's coming in. There's the Progetto. He moved back up the valley. Now he's coming in to try and kill Lomian. Can Lomian get out of the way? Well, he's having to reverse to keep his gun to bear on the Progetto. So no, I don't think he's going to be able to. No, unfortunate that. So all they're left with now is the T54, who's over the other side of the battlefield, and he's dealing with the FV207, who doesn't appear to be responding at all. He's not even moving. Well, he is now. That T54 finishes him off. So it's now 1-on-1. Progetto versus T54. But the T54 is 100% health. the Progetto's only got 25% of his health. Well, I think I know what my money would be on. T-54 is a far better tank than the Progetto, even with the auto reloader. And the auto reloader means he's got 4 shots to fire and he can fire fairly quickly, but the T-54 has got a very powerful gun. And seeing as the Progetto is down to 25% of his health, one shot may be all it takes to win this battle. T-54 is trying to stay out of sight. Oh, he knocked that tree down. That gives away his position if the Progetto was looking. And that wall is a non-destructible one. Bit odd that though. It's a bit of an open position actually over here at the moment. Now he's taking a position up on the lookout. This area in the southeast corner of the map where you can look out over a long area, or large area, through the bushes so you can't be seen. Now, the question is, will the Progetto be smart enough not to cap? He should be hunting the T-54 and vice versa. Well, the T-54 is basically treating this as an ambush. Oh, what happened there? Oh, the Progetto has crashed! He crashed! And that's why they've won the game! Oh my god! Let's run that back! I didn't realise it had actually happened. Yes, we run it back and we can't see where it happens, but yes, the Progetto has crashed. So we've won this game by default. The T-54 didn't get the last kill because the Progetto killed himself accidentally. I doubt if that was an on-purpose killing, because after all, he still had a chance of winning the game. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Well, it was a second-class tanker for Lomian in the EU in the M55. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16 in that one. And he got a Gore's medal, an epic medal. He at least he managed to do more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he did a lovely shotgun on that SU-101 as he came up round that corner. And of course, he did take up the 705 with a blind shot, even after he'd taken out the 1390 and his other teammate up on the hill. I think it was the Wizzy 132. So it was a good battle all round. Let's have a look at the team scores, see where we stand. Well, actually, he did get the highest damage on his team, 3,846 hit points. But the Progetto on the enemy team, the one who crashed, he managed to get 6,243 hit points, but he didn't pick up the high caliber. I wonder why. Was that maybe because he actually damaged himself in the crash and therefore that's team damage? Yes, he did cause team damage. 1 and 95 hit points lost. So he did kill one of his own team. I hazard to guess which one. Probably it does count as himself. Yes, it does. Destroyed by Kaz attacks. And that's why he failed to get the high caliber, because he killed himself. He was denied the high caliber. So when it came to kills, Lomian EU was joint second on his team with only 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, he was top of the table again with 829 base experience points. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, he fired 12 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetration and 6 splash. Damage of 3,846 hit points, of which 3,562 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the SU-101 was just around the corner when he struck him. He received 2 hits during that battle, 2 penetrations. I think they were from Progetto, so not a lot he could do about that. He damaged 7 of the enemy but killed 2 of them. He did damage assistance of 348 hit points and stun assistance of 427 hit points off 11 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 47,870 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he still had 10,526 credits left over. He received 1,244 base XP on premium, that's 1.5 times base, and it was times 3 for the first victory of the day, and that left him with 3,732 experience points altogether. So a pretty good battle in terms of rewards. He got a positive on credits, positive on XP. Just a pity that they couldn't get that last kill and he couldn't wipe out that Progetto, but he just couldn't reload in time. It was lucky for him that the Progetto did actually go further up the valley to allow him to deal with the SU-101 on alone. But unfortunately, it just wasn't far enough away for Lomian to get that reload in so he could take out the Progetto on the return. So sadly, he ended up getting killed, but it all turned out okay in the end because they did get the win. Just not the way I think they expected to get it. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.